We're living through an AI revolution. ChatGPT, Claude, Midjourney, DALL-E, these tools have transformed how we work, create, and communicate. But behind the flashy demos and billion-dollar valuations lies a troubling reality that few are talking about. An AI crisis is coming. Today, we're breaking down the 5 critical reasons why AI is headed for a major crisis, one that could halt progress, crash economies, and force a complete rethinking of how we build and deploy these systems. Reason 1. The first crisis point is energy. AI has an insatiable appetite for electricity, and we're running out of ways to feed it. In 2024, data centers already consumed 4.4% of all United States electricity. That number is staggering on its own. But here's what's really alarming. The power consumption needed to fuel AI will reach an estimated 4,239 billion kilowatt hours by 2026. To put this in perspective, Texas alone will need to add the equivalent of 30 nuclear reactors to power the 340 data centers in the state by 2030. And that number of data centers is growing every month. Our electrical infrastructure wasn't built for this. Most of America's power grid was constructed in the mid-20th century, designed for a pre-digital era. Upgrading this aging system will cost trillions, money that hasn't been allocated and plans that haven't been approved. We're already seeing the consequences. In 2023, 3 major data centers experienced prolonged outages due to grid instability. As demand grows exponentially, these incidents will become more common, threatening the reliability of AI services we've rapidly become dependent on. Reason 2. Compute. The second crisis is compute. The specialized chips that power AI aren't just expensive, they're increasingly scarce. High-end AI accelerators like NVIDIA's H100 and AMD's MI300 GPUs are in critically short supply worldwide, creating enormous competition for these components. Companies are waiting 6 to 12 months for orders, paying premiums of up to 300% over retail, and still can't secure enough units. Even tech giants with seemingly unlimited capital like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon can't get enough chips quickly, causing significant delays for AI developers and researchers. The semiconductor industry is racing to increase production, but new fabs take 3 to 5 years to build and cost upwards of $20 billion each. Meanwhile, each new AI model generation requires exponentially more computing power than the last. We're approaching a compute wall that money alone can't solve. Leading AI companies have already begun rescheduling major product launches due to hardware constraints, a trend that will only accelerate. Reason 3. Storage. The third crisis is storage. The data requirements for AI have exploded beyond anything we prepared for. In 2010, the world created about 2 zettabytes of data. By 2024, that number reached 147 zettabytes, a 73-fold increase. And with AI systems generating and requiring massive data sets, storage requirements are expected to surge another 150% in just the next 2 years. Traditional storage systems are buckling under the pressure. It's not just about quantity, it's about the volume, velocity, and variety of data generated by AI applications. The problem is particularly acute for training data. Companies are finding that storing the massive datasets needed to train new AI models costs nearly as much as the compute itself. And once trained, storing these models presents another challenge entirely. The largest AI models now require petabytes of storage just for a single copy. With stringent performance requirements that few storage systems can deliver, companies are being forced to make difficult decisions about what data to keep and what to discard, potentially limiting AI capabilities. Reason 4. Skills. The fourth crisis is skills. We simply don't have enough qualified people to build, maintain, and supervise these systems. A staggering 38% of current AI projects are being delayed due to a shortage of qualified specialists. AI job postings surged by 2,000% in 2024. Yet universities are producing only a fraction of the graduates needed. By 2026, an estimated 90% of companies will experience significant challenges and delays due to this skills shortage, costing the global economy $5.5 billion in lost productivity and innovation. The talent war has become so fierce that AI specialists with just 3 to 5 years of experience now command salaries exceeding $500,000 at major tech companies. This has created a problematic concentration of expertise at a handful of corporations, leaving smaller companies, governments, and nonprofits unable to compete. Universities are racing to expand AI programs, but qualified instructors are themselves in short supply. The skills gap is widening faster than our education system can adapt. Reason 5. Security. The fifth crisis is security. Our AI infrastructure has become a series of high-value targets with catastrophic failure points. Data centers in the United States are clustered in just a few geographical regions, primarily Northern Virginia, Silicon Valley, Dallas, and Chicago. This concentration creates significant vulnerabilities to both cyber and physical threats. A successful coordinated cyber attack could cripple AI services nationwide, disrupting not just tech companies, but the thousands of businesses and government agencies now dependent on them. The security challenge extends beyond traditional hacking. AI models themselves have proven vulnerable to attacks like prompt injection, data poisoning, and model extraction. As these systems become more integrated into critical infrastructure, these vulnerabilities pose increasingly serious risks. Retrofitting existing data centers with appropriate security measures will be slow and enormously costly. Many facilities were designed before AI's explosive growth and lack the necessary physical and digital safeguards for systems of such critical importance. These 5 crisis points, energy, compute, storage, skills, and security, aren't isolated problems. They're interconnected challenges that amplify each other. Today's AI infrastructure has developed a too-big-to-fail problem, with few redundancies and multiple potential points of catastrophic failure. The technical debt we've accumulated in our rush to deploy AI is coming due. Addressing these challenges requires coordinated action across industries and governments. We need massive investments in sustainable energy, semiconductor manufacturing, advanced storage technologies, education, and security. The AI revolution has delivered remarkable capabilities, but its foundation is far more fragile than most realize. The coming years will determine whether we build a robust, sustainable AI infrastructure or face a crisis that could set the field back a decade. The warning signs are clear. The question is, are we listening? Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis valuable, please subscribe for more insights on the future of technology and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think is the most urgent AI infrastructure challenge we need to address?